Well, our story kind of starts when we moved to Cumming in 1981. We had been living in an apartment down in the Clarkston, Stone Mountain area, and we decided to move up to Cumming, and Cheryl and I had been married 6 months, and so we built a house, and that was in the Jimmy Carter era, and so our initial interest rate was somewhere in the area of 14%.
16 and a half.
Oh, okay, it was more than we could afford. And so we built the house knowing that there was no way we could make that house payment every month. And I told Cheryl, I said, the worst that can happen is the bank will come take the house back and we'll move back into an apartment. So that's kind of how our married life started, is we were kind of financially under the gun right from the get-go. We started going to a small church out on Highway 20 and became convicted that the Lord wanted us to participate financially in the ministry that was going on there. But we didn't really know how to go about doing that because we were struggling to get the bills paid anyway. But as we became more convicted, I came to an understanding that we needed to pay the Lord first. And so we started doing that. I remember sitting at the desk trying to get the bills paid, and I'd write that check out for my tithe to the church, and I'd say, well, there's not enough left here to pay the bills. And so, you know, not everything got paid on time, but miraculously everything did wind up getting paid. The church was growing a little bit, and it became apparent that for the church to thrive, that we needed to have our own facility, but the church had no money to do that with, and we came up in a church environment that was fully committed to a debt-free existence.
Yes, debt-free. And I think that the debt-free is extremely important because it allows you to really operate the way God wants you to without being tied down to something else, to the bank or whatever.
So the Lord provided an opportunity for the church to purchase a building right there at the intersection of Highway 20 and 400. The building's not there any longer, but that opportunity was presented to us, but for the income potential of the church compared to the cost of that piece of property, it just seemed insane to me to even consider that as a possibility. But we met in the basement of our neighbor's house as a church, and the opportunity was presented to us as a church. And the amount of money that needed to be raised just seemed to be ridiculous for the number of people and the type of people that were involved in the church. But in a matter of 3 days among that small group of people, the Lord raised the money to pay cash for that building there. And that
was great. I mean, that was totally a faith thing for me because I just couldn't think it could be done.
But that was the first building that the church occupied. The church is still in existence in another building on Highway 20. Now the Lord moved them on down the road. But, you know, just seeing the commitment to a debt-free existence and seeing God provide for that in a matter of 3 days.
Well, not only that, but we sacrificed. I mean, we prayed and we decided on a figure separately that was, you know, when we came together, it was the same figure, but it was way more than we could ever afford. and we, you know, we sacrificially gave that, and God has blessed us abundantly. I mean, over and over and over and over. You know, it's His anyway, and He just pours it out.
So I'd just like to close by giving you a little encouragement to be happy as you give. So Cheryl, I want you to sing with me. We're going to sing.
No, I'm not going to sing.
God loves the cheerful giver. Ha 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 ha. God loves the cheerful giver. Ha ha. We're done.